started. Welcome to the call this morning, guys. This is Coach Epps. I am calling in from rainy Huntsville, Alabama today. I'm super excited to be here. Hope you guys are excited. Things are still rocking and rolling. I know California had some incredible events this past weekend. I even heard the Toronto event last night was incredible. We continue to push forward. The Life Unlimited tours are still happening. I know it's the holiday season. I'll talk a little bit today about not shutting your business down, but I just want to encourage everybody to continue to move forward. I heard something about a pre-launch in Sacramento, California this weekend. I know the info is on the calendar. Definitely get plugged into that. I know that December to remember is coming up in Atlanta in a couple of weeks. So definitely get plugged into that. One thing I will tell you, the serious people in our industry never stop building a business. One of my mentors told me years ago, the most serious people learn how to adapt and adjust, especially during the holiday season. So I'm excited that everybody's here. It's amazing hearing everybody call into this line. I had a chance to meet a gentleman from the Bahamas that was on. I heard a young lady call in from Botswana that was on. A couple of different countries. I can remember when this call used to be a couple of different cities. But now we're touching so many different parts of the globe. And truly the best is yet to come. So I hope you guys are excited. I know this is an incredible week for all of us around the globe. I'm constantly giving thanks myself, but this is a week where everybody really focuses in on being thankful for so many things. I know I'm thankful for millions of things. I couldn't name them all, but definitely thankful to be blessed to be a part of Zija. All of us should be thankful for Ken Brelson and just what his vision has allowed us to be able to do thus far. But more importantly, where his vision is going to take us. I'll take about 20 minutes to share a couple of things. Hopefully you're taking notes. Hopefully I'll be able to help somebody this morning take a step forward. The key is always, every single day, for us to continue to move forward. And I know it's the holiday season. I know we're so excited about spending time with family. Some of us are. I just know there are a lot of people online who are excited about being away from the job. But this is an incredible time to continue to build a business. I want to first send out a huge shout of encouragement to every single person and let everybody know it is okay to continue to build your business during the holiday season. Trust me, those that have the largest impact going into 2014 will be those who do not shut down their businesses during this holiday season. I encourage everybody to continue to move forward, continue to share, continue to plant those seeds, continue to cultivate your relationships, continue to do all of the little things that will allow your business to continue to flourish, that will allow your business to continue to thrive during the holiday seasons. One of the worst things I can remember my first couple of years in the industry, when it came to Thanksgiving, I shut down. One thing I learned is when it comes to our prospects, either they buy our story and opinion or we buy theirs. You will run into people who use that excuse of get back with me at the first of the year. That's great because that allows you to fill your funnel for people to reach out to at the first of the year. But trust me, during these times, I have found so many people with vision, so many people who want to build more for the future, so many people who want to have a better holiday season, so many people who are looking to change some things this year that they may have not changed last year, but we don't reach those people if we shut down. So understand we still have a job to do. The mission never stops. The game never changes, only the players. So understand this is an incredible time for each and every one of us to continue to grow our businesses. I was kind of pondering on what to share during this season, and I started to think about some things that will just become second nature to me, that hopefully I can help you guys with today when it comes to building your business. Because during the holiday season, because like I said, I know some of you have probably already shut down. I know some people say, well, I don't want to bother, people during the holidays. But I look at this as an opportunity to see people that I don't normally see. An opportunity to spend more time in certain places where I usually don't spend time. Opportunity to be around people that I'm usually not around. And I learned this years ago, but it's helped me continue to flourish, helped me to continue to thrive during the holiday season, just by always keeping my business on the top of my mind, but also planting those seeds with every single person I get an opportunity to see and spend time with during this season. So what I'll do is I jotted down some questions that we all will get during this season, that we always get during this season, but I jotted down some answers to those questions that you guys should adapt and adopt, that I think will allow your business to continue to grow while you're fellowshipping and spending time during the holiday season. One thing I know about the holiday season, I call it the season of small talk, because there are people who hadn't been around you in a long time, people you hadn't seen in a long time, and so everybody wants to have this small talk. Everybody wants to find out, what have you been up to? How you been doing? How's this going? How's that going? And one of my favorite Bible verses says, we're in the world, but we're not of the world. So see, we can't, as business builders, answer those questions like the normal people would. So what I've done, I've jotted down some questions all of you will hear, but I've also jotted down some of the answers that I share, hopefully some of the answers that you will begin to share during this holiday season, because trust me, for the next 30, 45 days to the end of the year, we will all get these same exact questions. But those who have success, those who continue to grow, those who continue to thrive, those who will flourish during this season will be those that answer these questions this exact way. Alright, so I jotted down about 10. I only have about 15, 20 minutes, so hopefully I'll get a chance to get through them all. But hopefully I'll be able to just kind of allow you to open your minds to see where this thing can go for you, while continue to fellowship and spend time with friends and family during the holiday season. So the number one question we all always get, and we all know my answer to this question, is, how's it doing? How's it going? For me, I never just say good. That's what average people say. And average is just the best of the worst and the worst of the best. And none of us on this phone are average, okay? We're all above average. We have a vision. We got involved in this company because we saw something. We saw something that the vast percentage, a large percentage of people in the world will never see. So we all had an incredible vision. So when people ask me, and it doesn't have to be just the holiday season, when people ask me, how's it going? My answer is always, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I can run into somebody in the store that I hadn't seen in years, and they'll say, hey, how you doing? How's it going? I always say, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. That's something that we all must start to adapt, something that we all must adopt into our businesses, because we can't just answer questions like those by saying, oh, it's going pretty good. Oh, it's good. How you doing today? Oh, I'm good. I mean, the average person is good. Somebody on life support is doing good. And no offense if you know somebody that's in that situation right now. But understand, the bottom line is, we just don't want to give average answers. We want to give above average answers. We want to plant seeds. Every single time something comes out of our mouth, we're planting a seed. Whether it's a positive seed, a negative seed, a good seed, a bad seed, but every word we speak plants a seed into the person that receives it. So understand, when people ask you a simple question like, how's it going? How you doing? Your answer has to be, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I say that to people, and you should see how people look at me. They give me that look like, wow. Some people even say, tell me. So that opens the door, once again, for me to expose somebody to my business. It allows me to plant a seed that'll continue to grow. So when you get that question, Thursday, Friday, you're spending time with family, you see Uncle Joe, who you hadn't seen in years, you see Aunt Sue, who you hadn't seen in decades, and she said, hey, little Johnny, how's it going? Tell her, Aunt, you wouldn't believe me if I told you, alright? So that's the first question. We'll all get that question. Now, another small talk question we always get when we're around family. Family always wants to ask, how's it going? How you been? What have you been up to? I know me, I always tell people I've been busy building my business, preparing the next year will be the biggest year of my business yet. People always ask me, and they look at me like I'm crazy. Some people don't even know you have a business. So answering that question in that particular way, once again, opens up the door for those that don't know you have a business to say, what kind of business you have? Or for those that know you have a business and act like they hadn't really cared. And I say act like because, trust me, everybody that knows, they're always watching. Whether they say something or not, they're always watching. But answering the question in that way opens the door for you to be able to share more with them, because we're nosy by nature as people, and people want to know what you got going on. So when Uncle Joe sees you and he says, hey, little Johnny, what you been up to? Busy preparing my business. 2013 has been incredible, but 2014 will be the biggest year for us yet. Alright? Remember, we're in the business of planting seeds. We're in the business of getting people excited about what we do. And I know it's the holiday season, but remember, every word out of your mouth plants some sort of seed. Alright? People always ask this question. For those of you who have jobs, for some reason, everybody wants to know, this is small talk season, how's work been? You know, how's the job coming? So for those of you who have a job, it's okay to say my job is good, but make sure you go forth to say my job is good, but my business is incredible right now. And trust me, it will quickly take the focus off the job and put the focus on your business, so that now those who are asking the question have opened the door for you to be able to share a little bit more, or allow you to, share that excitement about your business. Alright? Next question I wrote down. Question we always get, be prepared. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you ready to eat? For some reason in this season, everybody, when we all should be focused on being thankful for the things that have happened, and I know we are, but trust me, the main focus is always people on Facebook, people on Twitter. I'm seeing pictures already on Instagram, people already talking about what they're going to eat. I read a statistic a couple of weeks ago that said from Thanksgiving to the beginning of the year, the average person gains 5 to 10 pounds. And that's probably an understatement, but that's probably 5 to 10 a week. But the average person gains 5 to 10 pounds during this season. And all of us always get the question, are you hungry? Because it's all about eating. Everybody's so excited about eating. But see, when people ask me that question during this time of the year, I usually give answers like a little bit, but I don't eat as much since I've been using Zija. All of our answers, they always lead right back to my business. Are you hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry, but I don't eat as much as I used to since I've been consuming Zija. So, people don't know what Zija is. Guess what the next question will be? What is Zija? That's what you want people to say. Your people that do know about Zija that may think it's just a product for energy, or may think it's just a product for weight loss, those people too will be peaked, because now they want to know how they too can cut their appetites. It's all about eating. Let's just keep it real. Everybody wants to eat. People along those same lines, I know on Thanksgiving Day, I always get the question, you want seconds? You want more? And I always give that same answer. I don't eat like I used to eat since I've been consuming Zija. Every single answer I give during this time of year always points back to my business. Another question, as a parent, I always get, how are the kids? How the kids been doing? Guess what I always say? I always say the kids have been doing incredible since they've been drinking Zija. Hadn't been sick, hadn't missed a day of school. Little Johnny is more focused in the classroom. My son has more energy on the track. They've been doing incredible since we've been using Zija. See, understand that, once again, every single thing we say should always point back to what we believe in most. Right now, it's our business. Obviously, our faith, I should say, comes first and foremost. But understand, right now, our goal and mission is to build our businesses. So when we're asked questions like those, we have to make sure we're pointing people back in the direction of our business. Alright? Now, for you holiday shoppers, this is something I always do. When I'm in the malls, when I'm in the stores, it doesn't have to be the holiday season, but I know some of you are already ramped up for Black Friday. Can't wait to take that Visa MasterCard and hit the mall on Friday. Something I always do when I'm in retail environments. Retail people are the easiest people to peak when it comes to your business. Because when you walk into a retail establishment, they've already been trained to ask you, how can I help you? Do you need some help? Is there something particular you're looking for? Well, see, when people ask me that when I'm in the malls, I always say things like, if I walk in a mall, walk in a store, and somebody says, hey, how you doing today? Of course, I say you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Other questions you get in the stores are, how can I help you? What are you looking for? I always say things like, well, how can I help you? Well, I'm down about 70 pounds, and I'm not really sure what size my neck is now. Could you measure it for me? Guess what always happens while I'm getting my neck measured? They always want to know how I lost 70 pounds. People say, can I help you? Is there something particular you're looking for? Yes. I used to be a size 46 suit. I lost 70 pounds. Now I really don't know what size I am. I always include, when in a retail establishment, always include your testimony in the answers you give. Don't say, I'm just looking around. Don't do that. The people have invited themselves to find out more about you, to find out what we do, to find out about your business. They don't know they've invited themselves, but don't give answers like, oh, I'm just looking, or I'm just browsing, or if I need help, I'll tell you. No. Those are the easiest peaks in the world. You want to get 3 peaks a day? Go to a retail establishment. 3 different stores in the mall every day. I guarantee you, every store you walk in, you get the same question. I walked in the shoe store, guy looked at me crazy. But it's the truth. I walked in the shoe store the other day, guy said, is there anything particular you're looking for? I said, yeah, I like this shoe. He said, well, what size are you? I said, well, I used to be an 11 and a half, but I've lost so much weight, I think my feet have shrunk. He was a big guy. Guess what he said? How'd you lose weight? We went into the whole weight issue, and he forgot to even go and get my shoes. But understand, every single time I'm in that type of environment, I'm always focusing every single thing I say back on my business. So I encourage you guys to be creative. Be creative in your answers. You don't have to give the same answers I do. I give you permission to. It's cool, but be creative in your answers. Don't just say the average things that the normal people say. They get those answers all the time. They get the, I'm just looking, or they get the, not right now, I don't need any help. They always get those things. Include your testimony. Include the things that have happened for you in your business when people say certain things to you in those establishments, and use those things to thrive and continue to allow you to grow. But we get all sorts of questions during this time, because like I said, I call it small talk season, because people are around you that you hadn't seen in so long, and in order to try to feel comfortable, everybody wants to have a little bit of small talk. Even I tell you, even when it comes to sporting events, I know the day, Thanksgiving Day, day after Thanksgiving, it's always big time football games on. I always get the question, what's your favorite team? And I always say, I like the Cleveland Browns, because I got a business partner of mine that plays for the Cleveland Browns. People always want to know, how am I associated with an NFLer in business? That always opens the door for me. Anytime people ask me about a sporting event, what's your favorite team? What's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? I always point it back to, if you have business partners, professional athletes, well, guess what? I have a business partner who's a Cleveland Brown, so you have a business partner who's a Cleveland Brown. So, use that. People ask you, what's your favorite team? Well, I don't really have one, but I have a business partner that plays for X, Y, Z. I have a business partner that's in this association, or that's in this league. What's your favorite sport? I always get, what's your favorite sport? I say, well, I'm a basketball coach, but since I've been a part of season, I've become such a big sports fan because I got so many business partners who's in so many different sports. I always say that. People always want to know how you're associated or affiliated with different individuals or these individuals. So, once again, the whole thing for the day is this. Don't be average. Don't be normal during this season. Don't shut down your business. Continue to build, but be creative in what you say. Remember, everything we say is a potential seed planted. So make sure you plant something that puts you in a position to reap a harvest. It may not be that day. If you get a chance to pop in a DVD, push power and play, do it. But if not, understand you planted a seed. The whole goal is to start the process, piquing somebody's interest. The whole goal is to pique. You can pique 10, 20, 30, 40 people right there in the same family, in the same house, just by being creative in what you say to some of those questions. So be prepared. We know we'll get. How's it going? What are you going to say? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You know you're going to get. What have you been up to? Business has been incredible for me. 2014 is going to be even better. You know you're going to get the hungry questions. You know you're going to get them. So already be prepared. Already be prepared to say, yeah, I'm kind of hungry. No, I'm not hungry at all. I took me an XM burn. I'll tell you something I did last year that I'll probably do again. I had a trial pack of an XM AM capsule last year. And the first question, the first thing, the statement that was said to me when I saw some family that I hadn't seen in a long time, you've lost a lot of weight. Everybody that said that, I said I did it using Zija. My appetite's not the same, and I burn fat. So I gave capsules to 3, 4 people before we ate, a couple of hours before we ate dinner. Everybody wants to try to pig out. I remember one of my business partners, Derek Phillip, we talked about doing the same thing. He did the exact same thing. Gave out capsules, one capsule. A couple of people said they wanted to try it here. I know you said you didn't want to try. Look, I bought this. Try this before we eat. And trust me, you give somebody an XM burn an hour or so before they sit down to eat, they will know that it works. I remember closing somebody for one of my business partners last year on Thanksgiving night via phone because he had given her a capsule before dinner. She ended up getting started as a builder, started to build a business, but it all came from planting that seed through giving away a capsule. One of the best things about our products are they work, and they work immediately. You give somebody an XM burn, trust me, they're going to want to know more about what you do. So when you leave home Thursday, wherever you're going to visit, slide you a trial pack or two, one in each back pocket, and just be prepared. Be prepared to pull them out. Be prepared to show them to people. People ask, how can they try? Say, you can try it today. In fact, let me go get you some water so you can try it right now. Just be prepared. The biggest thing is to be prepared, have tools. If you have product samples, take product samples. Doesn't take much, but be prepared when you're around those and you start to plant those seeds. Have you some magazines, have you some newsletters, but have the things on hand that will allow you, remember, just to start the process. We just want to pique interest. We just want to get people excited about what we have, but we have to first get excited and be in the mindset of my goal is to share. Answer every question leading back to your business. When you hit the malls on Black Friday, people are running around frantic. Use your testimony. When people ask you, can they help you? When people ask you, what are you looking for? Use your testimony and sharing, and everything else will take care of itself. We're at the bottom of the hour. Anybody on speak mode, any events? Like I said, I heard Sacramento's launching this Saturday. I know December to Remember is coming up in Atlanta next weekend. But anybody have any events, anything you guys like to promote before we end the call? Going once, going twice.
All right, Coach. Hey, Coach. Hey, I know Sacramento has been announced, but I just want to extremely share the urgency. As you know, we're coming off of the rush of the new event, Lots Unlimited. We're going to blow Sacramento up. We have Emerald, and we have Ruth, Jerry, and Ruth, Diamond. But I just want to tell you, you don't want to put anybody within 300 miles of Sacramento in that room to change their life. Touching on Black Friday, make sure they leave your house with Energy Thursday. Give them the SM Plus, so they don't even have to go to bed. They can be alive and everybody and rock that store to death, and it will change their life and your business. Coach, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. May God bless you and your family, and I truly am blessed to be a part of your team and your nation. Thank you, and I'll be
Good stuff. Appreciate that. Anybody else? All right, good deal. I do want to let everybody know I'll be in Montgomery, Alabama this weekend on Friday, Saturday, and a part of the day on Sunday. Get in touch with me. I know I'll be talking Zija all weekend, be doing a couple presentations. So if you know people in South Alabama, know people in Montgomery, now's the time. I love helping people, love to help each and every one of you grow your businesses. But I'm excited, guys. Things are happening for us that are moving forward right now. So the key is for us to continue to make it happen. So with that, you guys have an incredibly blessed day. Be a blessing to somebody today that doesn't know about Zija. Continue to share the message. Everybody have an incredible Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much, and make sure you got your tea on deck. You guys have a good day. We'll see you over the top.
They call Coach